What's up, guys? It's Alex. Um, this is the I'm Games cast for the week of
God damn it.
January 11th.
And Alex is bringing you ear cancer.
Again
Yeah.
already?
Yeah.
Jesus, give me a second.
Maybe Alex needs to snort something off his mic. Maybe that'll fix it.
It's actually the week of the 12th if you're counting.
Well, if
Friday.
we're counting to Friday, yeah. Anyway, so I'm here with Justin, Michael, and Sickler again. Everybody say hi. So Justin, say hi.
Hello.
Michael
Hi.
and Sickler.
All right.
Good enough.
Close.
Nailed it!
All right. So this week we have a bunch of stuff lined up for our cast. Quite a few news segments and stuff that have come out. Justin, you want to get started?
Oh.
Oh.
Well,
Pull
and
it up.
I'm sorry, I got it right here. I just don't know how to segue into this.
Just
they-
just the first topic.
Well,
It's the first topic. You don't gotta segue it.
yeah. Okay, well, so let me ask you guys this question: do you
Just ask the
think
question, damn it.
that games need to be remastered every decade? Not necessarily every decade, but as often as they are, such as The World Ends With You, Assassin's Creed Rogue, and Dark Souls, all of those being announced that they're getting remastered within this week.
I mean,
Coming out
I
very
think they
soon.
need to bring it to new consoles for people that like the games before, but
Yeah.
does it
yeah.
need it? No. Probably not.
I think it's cool that they're remastering these games, giving them updated graphics. They're performing, the performance of the game has been enhanced, stuff like that. But like you were saying earlier, when we were talking about it before the cast, I would really appreciate it if they would just do sequels instead of some of these. Like if we got a Dark Souls 4 or like World Ends With You 2, because World Ends With You is probably one of my favorite Square Enix games. It's fantastic. I love the story. I don't really necessarily want to see a remastered version of it, though.
With that remaster, do you feel that its current listing price for that game is $60? When considering when it came out the first time, it was only like a $40 game.
It was a $40 game for the DS, not even the 3DS. It was the regular DS, and now I can buy it on my phone for like $15.
All right.
I don't think it should be a $60 title. I think it's a little overpriced, in my opinion.
Here's the thing. We keep getting all these remasters for games that, everyone's already played.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with, what's that game called again?
The World Ends With You.
World Ends With You, because no one really played that game that I know.
It's true.
Yeah,
It's true.
it. Justin probably didn't even hear of it for a long time.
I didn't even know what it was until today.
Exactly. So that's okay. We don't need these Call of Duty remasters or, these random fucking end of the last console generation games. Such
Assassin's Creed Rogue.
If they put Skyrim on another console, I'm gonna throw my
Skyrim, blah blah blah. I could go on and on. They don't need it. Just make a new IP. And the problem with this generation is people are afraid to make new IPs because the old IPs are cash money.
Well, it's the same situation that like the film industry is going through, where they don't want to take risks because like you said, it costs too much money, and they can't guarantee that they'll make their money back, and everybody's afraid of losing, cash.
That's the thing. It's like, do you want to make another Star Wars movie, or do you want to make what's going to make you money? The bottom line here. Do you want to make another Star Wars, or do you want to make a completely new thing?
Yeah, exactly.
And the same thing is with the games. Skyrim was so popular that they were like, fuck it, let's just keep putting it out. Now it's on every single console, and everyone's played it 3 or 4 times. Why do we need more?
Yep. No,
Give me something.
I agree.
Give me something new. I don't know. It seems lazy, and this console generation is going to be marred with it.
Yeah, I think for sure. We're definitely like you get the spotting of remastered versions. I mean, I'm hoping that this year with like the games that are coming out, you know, like we're getting a new God of War, which granted God of War is a sequel, you know, Spider-Man's a sequel, but like we're getting some cool titles as well, like, you know, GTFO and stuff like that, you know, that look really cool. But I agree. I think that there's going to be a weaker presence for unique titles. But I think the last generation had it worse though, because it was all the PlayStation 2 games getting, you know, changed over to PS3 and stuff like that.
I disagree because they did it in a different way, whereas the PS3 emulated PS2 games.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
So you didn't have all these high-res bunch of things. They just put it on there, so if you want to play it, it's there.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You're getting these full release. I'm cool with Shadow of Colossus because I don't know a lot of people that's played it.
Mhm.
Remasters should be reserved for games that were good, innovative games that no one played. That now, with how popular these consoles have become, and how dominant, say, Sony is in the case of
how popular they've become. The PlayStation 2 sold more consoles than any other console.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just mean mainstream.
All right.
They can put these games at the forefront and say, hey, this is Shadow of Colossus. And so a lot of people never played it and saw it, maybe wanted to play it. And that was a game that had a lot of technical issues. They can fix the technical issues, give you a refined game, and give it to a new audience.
Yeah.
It's like I'm okay with Final Fantasy VII being remade because there's a ton of people who are turning 18, 19, 20 who have never even played it before.
Yeah. Yeah. And well, I think that's where they're coming from is you're getting all these new gamers who haven't played these older games, so that's why they're remastering them. I think that's why we're seeing it now, you know?
Remastering Darksiders is unnecessary.
Oh, absolutely.
Darksiders 1 and 2 because those games came out near the end of the last cycle.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I remember renting Darksiders 1 at Blockbuster.
Yeah, what, like 2009, 8?
Probably. I don't know. Near the end of it.
But a game with I have a theory about Final Fantasy VII, though, that I think they're going to do something different in this game than they did in the original game. I think it's going to diverge, but that's just an example. Like, it's so far away that not a lot of people have actually played it that have consoles now.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think like the biggest game for remasters this year was probably Crash Bandicoot, right? I think that's the biggest one.
The most successful for sure, I would say. Yeah.
And that was a huge game that everyone probably played as a kid. So I don't know if it needs to be a smaller game for it to work as a remaster, but there's most games I haven't played on PS1 or 2 that if were remastered, that would be brand new games to me at least.
Yeah. I mean, let's be real. I mean, nostalgia sells, and they know that. I mean, that's a big reason why we got Crash. That's why we're getting Medieval. You know, it's like these cult classics, like the nostalgia factor of it alone is enough to sell a game. They don't have to do a marketing push or anything like that, honestly.
Entertainment now is just all nostalgia.
Yep. It's
Look at, you can even see with Star Wars, which the most recent one went away from it, but the first one was just nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
And you look at these games, and some of the most popular types of indie games are pixeled, these small little niche games that have an old school art style and feel, and those are like the popular indie games.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm. I think it's really cool. Like when they, I don't know, is it a remake when they put it on the DS for like Wind Waker and stuff like that? Like that was pretty
That's
cool.
just a port.
Is it just a port?
Yeah.
It seems like they kind of upped the graphics on that, but
What I thought that game was a remaster of a game they never actually put out.
Yeah.
It was they made
Mm.
a DS game and they're remastering that game because they never ended up putting it out.
Yeah.
I'm just looking right now at the PlayStation games that got remastered.
It's a hefty list.
It's like a lot of things that I don't know seemed unnecessary.
Hmm?
Like who asked for a Bulletstorm remaster?
Exactly.
Like-
Chad brings up a good point in the chat. The difference for me, like what's important, is the full remaster versus just like a new up in the resolution and stuff.
Yeah.
That when they actually put in the work to build it from the ground up again, even though all the base code's there and they know all the story and stuff, but it's just a matter of
Well,
fucking-
and like he was saying that about when we were talking about Crash Bandicoot.
yeah.
You know, like Crash Bandicoot was literally redone from the ground up. Like they changed the way his box worked, his hitbox worked, and everything. Like everything was changed.
That's why I'm excited about Shadow of Colossus because it's
the same situation.
the one I've been playing Kingdom Hearts, the remastered for those, and I'm playing it. And I'm like, why did they remaster this?
Mm-hmm.
I can see why, because they need to get people up to date for Kingdom Hearts 3 when they put it out.
Yeah, they want to make everything available on one platform for when the next one comes out.
But that's just a slightly updated, version.
Yeah, it's the Final Cut version that was only in Japan. That kind of thing. And I think that's a similar situation with The World Ends With You as well.
I'm hoping World Ends With You because I did try playing it, but I never beat it.
That game was great. Like that game is so cool.
I liked it, but are they just putting out a remaster? Is it just or is it gonna be like ground up made?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we'll see. It comes out when? I have it down here in my notes.
Comes out soon, doesn't it?
Oh, I don't have that one. Why the hell do I not have that one?
Oh ho ho.
But
Wow.
Square Enix does have a tendency to just slightly fix up the textures and put out because that's what Final Fantasy X and Final Fantasy 12 remasters were.
Holy shit! That game came out 10 years ago.
Yeah, dude.
Holy shit.
Yeah. And I think most of the time people probably don't even want it to be fully remastered anyways. They want the old game.
Yeah.
That's probably what they want for nostalgic reasons. Like with Master Chief Collection, when they brought that out, that was pretty bad because they put it on the Halo 4 engine, and that's just not a great engine for playing Halo 1.
Right.
And that was a big deal. But besides that, yeah, it's weird. I don't think so. I don't think.
I'm looking at the list of the games that came out. The only one I can see as a justification was The Last of Us because that game came out right at the end of the PS3.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, you don't want to change that game at all. So
I don't know why we got a Dishonored definitive edition.
Also, just real quick, Justin, I remembered what your other topic was. It was about the Xbox titles. If you want to look that up. If you want to look that up while we're talking. All right. Yeah. I really, really hope that they stop with these remasters. I mean, we're gonna get a bunch of 4K remasters now because 4K is doable. Like Assassin's Creed Rogue. I had one of them set down as my topic, but it's actually the whole thing. It's a 4K remaster of Assassin's Creed Rogue. The adventure set in colonial America during the mid-1700s is on the way to PlayStation 4 and Xbox One. It's going to be available March 20th. The game's only 3 years old. It came out at the end of the PlayStation 3 360 life cycle. It came out the same time as Unity.
Stop giving me Assassin's Creed games.
Yeah.
Well, I don't even remember that game.
You're putting out these games every time.
Yeah. Well, but see, is it stop giving me Assassin's Creed games or give me something that's fresh, because everybody loves Origins. Like Origins
Everyone loves
is
Origins.
fantastic.
I haven't played it yet, but
It's not a traditional Assassin's Creed game. It's completely new engine and fighting system and everything.
yeah, and that's nice, but how many times are they going to make that?
Yeah.
And is it going to be fresh? You annualize a game that you don't really. It's like it had that Call of Duty effect where they would barely upgrade the engine,
Right.
and the sales dropped off, and they finally, so they were like, "Oh, let's redo it."
Yeah, let's
And
take a year off.
are they going to continue with what they're doing, where making big changes, or are they just going to keep doing incremental changes, slightly changing the game every year,
Yeah.
not really improving it, just giving me the same shit?
We'll see. I mean, they're definitely. It seems like they're planning on supporting Origins for a while. They're doing like the weekly challenges and stuff like that, giving it a little bit of like longevity. So we'll see what they end up doing.
I'm just not sold on them.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so next topic I want to talk about is oh no, okay, we're going to talk about the little news that came out this week. First thing is Cyberpunk 2077 tweeted for the first time in 4 years. The official Twitter for Studio Project Red. So,
I don't even know what that is.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know why it's. I don't think it's significant.
I don't think the internet should be as excited as they are. It's kind of cool. It's, I think it's them just kind of being like, hey, we're here. We're not dead. Just be careful. Because like they did have all that falling out with like the game was being held hostage because of all the hackers and stuff like that. And like they hired they hired a bunch of people and stuff like that. So like, I'm interested to. I hope we see something soon. Maybe that's a sign that we'll maybe see something at E3, but who knows? CD Projekt Red kind of does whatever they want.
I don't care until they start showing me anything.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
I'm up.
Justin had SNK stuff we wanted to talk about.
What?
We could skip that one if you want.
It's just part of the. We can just talk about that when we talk about the Nintendo.
Okay,
Direct.
Nintendo. Okay. Sea of Thieves is having a closed beta on the 24th. It's going to be a weekend-long beta.
Is it open? Like
It's closed beta. It would be awesome if it was open to be a part of it, but they're still doing more betas, so
Yeah.
I hope that just means that they're refining the game and stress testing their servers and everything like that. I'm really looking forward to this game. Like we said last week, I really think it's going to be something bigger for people who play with their friends. I feel like we're going to have a good time with it, but I don't think it's going to be for everybody. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, definitely not like a solo game.
Yeah.
Yeah. That'll be fun. Is there any word on how you get into the closed beta, or is?
I think you just sign up for it, just like any other closed beta.
The other day.
Yeah. Showtime is insistent that we're still getting a Halo TV series. Still.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Exactly. Like they've been saying this for years. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it.
It would be bad. Have you seen the 343 Halo series that they made? It's probably the worst thing I've ever seen.
I've seen it.
Nightfall?
Yeah, it's terrible.
I like Nightfall. Nightfall wasn't bad.
It
wasn't bad.
It'd probably be made by the same people if it was made.
Yeah.
It might be good. I don't know.
Let's see. AGDQ is going on right now, and they've currently raised over $750,000. It's awesome to see that going on. It's fantastic. They do good things every year. I try to watch it.
Yeah.
Try
What
to
is
support
it?
AGDQ, awesome games done quick.
They have the most consistent viewers ever. Like
Yep.
I haven't seen them go under 100,000 as long as they've been streaming.
I got the info about Sea of Thieves beta.
Okay, yeah, if you want to drop us with that.
It's 5 days from the 24th to the 29th. You've got access to it if you join the Sea of Thieves Insider program before December 1st, 2017, or have pre-ordered the game.
Oh, that's right. This is the one for the pre-orders.
Yeah, if you pre-ordered it, the game will appear in your games library 24 hours before the closed beta begins. You need to download and install it.
Oh, okay.
It says they've crafted an experience for closed beta players designed to give everyone a taste of the pirate life. And there's no NDA, so you can stream, capture, clip, and screenshot to your heart's content.
Oh, that's cool.
So we just have to pre-order it then, and we'll be able to play.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Next thing I've got for us is HTC announced the Vive Pro. Just upgraded version of the Vive. Includes dual OLED displays for a crisp picture resolution of 2880 by 1600. 78% increase in resolution over the current Vive, which is huge. Built-in audio support, so it has built-in headphones, 2 front-facing cameras, and it's wireless. It features the ability to go wireless, which I think is pretty awesome.
It's a huge step for VR.
The HTC Vive, like they really are pushing. I think the Vive, honestly, like the Vive is pushing what they need to make VR like more accessible, whereas like say the Oculus is trying to make it more affordable, for consumers.
Yeah.
And I think it's really cool to see these two different companies kind of going back and forth. You see like I said, HTC is just kind of pushing the boundaries.
Yeah.
Pretty cool news to hear about it. I'm probably gonna pick one up. To be honest,
how much are they now?
Consumer.
I don't know. They haven't announced it yet. I don't think.
Yeah, I've always wanted those. I think they're like 800 right now.
Yeah, the current Vive is 800, but they haven't announced how much the Pro is, I think. So at least I don't see it.
Probably going to be a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I want it.
Yeah, it's going to be super cool. I really want to get into VR, but the problem is having the space for it. I feel like it takes up a lot of space. That's not something I think we can ever really get around. I think that it's always going to take a lot of space, physical space, because you got to stand up, walk around,
Yeah.
But I've always wanted to get one. Now I've got the space, so we'll see.
Yeah, it'll be great. Can't wait.
Justin, you want to talk about the next topic?
Yeah, so let's go into those rumors.
Okay, yeah, that would be great.
I think this is going to be an interesting thing here. So somebody did some digging and somehow found a back door that they've had for a while. Apparently anybody can get into it. You just have to be handy with a computer. So some guy named Brill, I don't know what his fucking name is, has accurately leaked some things about Microsoft's E3 conferences in the past. So this guy has some sort of clout, I guess.
Yeah.
So there's some rumors that say, well, we'll start with the one that I don't care about. Forza will be set in Japan. I know.
Yeah.
I think that'd be kind of cool.
That'd be alright.
Yeah.
I don't think it really matters what setting Forza's in. I feel like probably
it's a huge franchise, so
yeah, I would agree with you there. I think it really ultimately doesn't matter.
It's a racing game.
Yeah.
I mean, why would you just Japan? And I don't know. I mean, makes it easier to produce newer games because then you don't have to like make a ton of areas. You can just be like, oh, this place is in Japan.
Yep.
But also, if it's really a because it's a simulation game, like
Right.
limiting yourself to just that style, that's fine, I guess, if it works. But I don't know. I am not really a Forza guy, but
I feel like you have to have a lot of money to be a Forza guy.
There's rumors that there's a company working on Fable 4,
That I'm
Hmm.
interested in.
which yeah,
I-
it's
I love the Fable series.
technically it doesn't say anything about what kind of game it is, but there are rumors that it's going to be a legit sequel, if you will, to the Fable franchise as opposed to the canceled free-to-play game they were coming out with, Fable Legends. So
Let's-
it's supposed to be
yeah.
like an RPG, not
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, let's be real though. Fable Legends was not. I had no faith in that game.
yeah, I didn't want that.
I,
And I'm a big fan of all like I even like 2 and 3.
Yeah, absolutely. I would
So.
say I personally think 2 is the weakest.
Right. But I even enjoyed that. So I've got high hopes. I really hope that as far as any of these rumors, that's the one I'm most excited about. I really want to be true.
Mm-hmm.
'Cause
I think
I know there was a company that bought Lionhead, like they bought the rights to some of the Lionhead Studios IPs. So
exactly.
I'm sure they weren't just going to let Fable just burn out when it was the first one anyway was such a huge game for Xbox.
That'd be really cool. Yeah. I haven't played. I think I've played the third one for like 5 minutes or something, but I would have to replay all of them if that happened.
Yeah.
I liked the third one. I liked playing that game co-op a lot.
Playing the game co-op is fantastic.
Justin, didn't you and I get married?
Yeah, we did.
Nice.
I got married in that game because you got like extra XP or something.
Right.
You get a 10% XP bonus.
Why wouldn't you do it?
Yeah, exactly.
But it was just fun to play with like people online, and you could like, I don't know, it was more. It made that game more interesting, even though it wasn't a bad game. It did the same things. The games did the same things. It hit the same strides. You know, you'd always get captured. You'd always,
Yeah.
you know,
The story was always similar.
which is okay, but it was too similar, I guess.
I don't know. The third one was they all had things that separated them from each other.
Mm-hmm. I just didn't feel like it separated itself enough.
Gotcha.
Well, in the second one they just progressed to like they had guns and
Mm-hmm.
then in the third one you become the king.
Yeah.
And there's like that crazy magic where you can like you put one gauntlet on, you can mix spells together.
Oh, that's right.
I really like the twist at the end too, where the bad guy was really just I was the good guy the whole time. It's just everyone hated me, thing that I do to save everyone.
Yeah.
Oh.
Spoilers.
Oh.
The game's like
It's really old.
Like 8 years old.
Yeah.
It can't be spoilers if it's been more than 2 years. 2 years. You get a 2-year limit.
All right, I'll give it 2 years. Yeah, that's fair. That's
You
fair.
have to warn someone after 3 months that you did not play that game or watch that movie. If as soon as someone's like, well, in Fable, you have to say, wait, I'm playing that game. Don't spoil it for me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, I'll
you got to
probably
speak up.
I'll never.
So then let's go on to the
Well,
there's another
Wasn't there
Okay,
another
okay.
one you had? Wasn't there another rumor you had?
I'm not done with this one. I'm just saying
Gotcha.
on to the next thing of the little topic of this. We've got the other big one. It is from it says Halo 6 will have a really high player count in quotations. So this article is saying that they're thinking maybe a PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds battle royale style
Oh no.
Since
They
that's the
give
big craze
Halo
right now.
a battle royale. I'll be so pissed.
I don't think that's what it's going to be. It also says it could simply mean upping the player count from 24 to 64 in the Warzone game that was introduced in Halo 5,
Oh, I get you.
which makes a lot more sense to me.
Yeah,
Just-
I love Warzone. Was awesome. I think it was a cool addition to the series.
Yeah, take it or leave it.
The microtransaction-y part of it, like the cards and everything, was a little, not to poor taste, but I thought it was kind of cool. Like it was a huge map. It was kind of like Battlefield in a sense.
Yeah, just give me a Battlefield style Halo game.
Yeah, that'd be super cool.
Really fun.
Isn't Halo just a dead game though? Like, why do they? I don't understand the whole thing about it.
It's
They
not
keep
though.
making them. It's
Halo's one of those games that just needs to. They need to do something new.
Yeah, I mean,
I think that's the problem. I don't think they need to do something new. I think that they need to know what they did right and go back to that. But I understand that they probably would.
well, I mean, at the end of the day, Halo sells. Halo is Halo. The name alone and having Chief in it sells copies.
But as we know, as time will tell you, with Assassin's Creed, even Halo itself, there's a burnout. You can't just keep cranking these things out with the same stuff.
But they're not with Halo. There's been what? How many years between Halo 5 and Halo 6 now? Like,
that's because Bungie moved on and sold the rights to someone else. And Bungie did what you were talking about. They took a lot of the successful mechanics, parlayed it into Destiny, and created one of the most successful franchises.
well, yeah, that was between 3 and 4. But like, I'm saying, like, how many years has it been since we got the last one, Halo 5? It's been
like a year and a half, maybe.
Yeah.
No, it's been 2 years.
I would say it's been longer. Let me see.
How enthralled were you by Halo 5?
Oh, I wasn't. I'm not saying that I liked it. It sold a lot of copies, so 5 million. I'm looking at right now.
But
The best-selling Xbox One video game.
But Call of Duty comes out
annually,
and how excited are you when those games get announced?
Oh, I'm never excited, but like it's one of those games that I'm like, well, I'm probably gonna buy it. I mean, and I feel like Halo has got that same level where it's like it's good enough that you're like, well, I'll buy it. All right, it's Halo. And that's my point. Like, I'm not saying that it's. I'm not saying that I agree with what they're doing. I'm just saying that at the end of the day, the money's there. The numbers are what talk, and people buy it. And at the end, we're probably not going to see anything different. I mean, other than this big game mode. Who knows though? 343 could surprise us, and I hope they do. I just don't think. I don't think they're going to push the envelope really because they don't really need to.
I don't need Master Chief's story anymore. Even if you're going to keep doing Halo, get a different character.
I agree. And I think that's what they were trying to do with Locke and 5. They know that they need to, but nobody wants to. Like, the one thing that most people said, like, yeah, it sold a bunch, but what most people said is they did not like Locke. They thought he was a shitty character. They just wanted more Chief.
Yeah, I'd rather play as Master Chief.
Me
Like,
too.
look at Halo ODST. God, that game was garbage.
I enjoyed ODST a lot.
Oh, you shut your mouth.
I thought it was super cool. Like, the mechanics were done in a specific way for the lore reasons, like the fact that if you take a hit from a brute, you're pretty much fucked because they're huge and you're not a super soldier, and like that kind of stuff.
The issue here with those is the fans. The fact that you would be like, oh, I don't want these other characters, I want to play as Master Chief, is a part of the issue. Like, you can't. If you're trying to make a massive game, AAA game, you need to appeal to everybody.
Yeah.
And by only trying to appeal to people who lose interest in it, you're not getting those people back by just putting out more Master Chief.
Yeah, I agree.
If you cast too wide of a net, you're not going to catch as many fish.
But you
can't try to appeal to everyone, because if you appeal to everyone, you won't please anyone.
Yeah.
I mean, how did you feel about Gears of War?
You know what?
As a
I didn't even
series?
pick up the last one.
The newest one is actually, I think it's like
People don't like
a
it.
good game. I thought
I liked it. I
People
think it
like
was
the
the
story
second best
mode,
one in the
but it
series.
has like people like the story mode, but when it comes to the multiplayer part of it, nobody likes it.
Really.
I would say
Yeah.
I'd compare that game most to Halo because
It's an
they have
Xbox exclusive.
it's an Xbox exclusive. It's a gritty shooter, where and they've had about the same amount of games.
Right.
And with when the market changes over 10 years or whatever, you need to change as well. You can't
Unless you're
just.
a zombies game.
I mean, how many zombies games are coming out right now?
Oh God, we talked about that last week. I mean, there's so many.
Well, I don't know how many are thriving.
It's true, but like,
You can't think now. It's all battle royale.
yeah.
But these
Oh
If
no,
it wasn't thriving, they wouldn't put it in every Call of Duty game.
it wouldn't be in every Call of Duty game. You wouldn't be
Mhm.
C games putting zombie modes into it, like PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds has a zombie mode. Like
Mhm.
there
But
are
it's
games
not
that are
the
still
Metal
coming
Gear
out.
Survive,
Metal Gear Survive, yeah. Like
Days Gone.
But here's what I'm. Remember when every fucking new game on Steam, every early access game on Steam was a zombie game?
oh yeah, I hated it.
Okay. Now it's kind
Yeah.
of gone. You have like a couple franchises, Black Ops. You're having Metal Gear Solid because I feel like that game maybe was caught at the tail end of the zombies. But zombies are slowly people. It's oversaturating the market, and the demand for a zombie game is down. 'Cause
Yeah, they're drifting away from it for sure.
if you want a good zombie game, you can get a
Yeah.
1,000 good zombies games. Now we're having the battle royale games. How
Yep.
long is it going to be? Is it going to be a couple years? You're
I
still
don't
going to get.
I don't think so. I think Battle Royale's gonna die pretty fast.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, with the way that they the Fortnite's Battle Royale was kind of taken. Like people like it a lot. But like the overall consensus was we don't need more. And now like Call of Duty in China is getting Battle Royale, and there's the Call of Duty MMO, and then like who else is somebody else is putting out a Battle Royale mode. Oh, Paladins. You know, like people are like, seriously, we're already done with this. You know,
Yeah.
Fortnite and PlayerUnknown is enough. We don't need more.
You have these games that they hit something, Overwatch, PUBG,
Yeah.
and they're games that have a really cool idea, and they're the only games that really do it to the highest level. None of the games reach that high level. Think of even with the zombie games. What was the zombie? What do you think the peak zombie game?
Dead Rising.
Dead Rising, yeah.
Left 4 Dead.
Left 4 Dead. I would honestly also put State of Decay on that list. I mean, a lot of people like that
Oh, yeah.
game.
I'd say State of Decay is a good game. I
Uh-huh.
like it, but I wouldn't say it's like the one. Like I'm saying, like which game do people come to play? Like if you were to say zombie game,
Oh, I mean, yeah, Left 4
Call of
Dead.
Duty.
I think Left 4 Dead or Call of Duty even, yeah.
If you're going multiplayer, right? Yeah.
it's just it's over. They oversaturate the market, and it puts us in a weird spot as consumers.
Yeah, I agree.
And I don't know. You don't need more battle royale.
Oh,
You know?
Resident Evil, yeah.
Resident Evil, yeah, yeah.
By that, I was trying to think of it. I don't know. That's just how I feel. It's like trends. We see a lot of trends in games, especially with Steam early access stuff and greenlit.
Yeah, everybody's gonna follow the money.
Yeah, they're gonna crank it out
Right now. Like
Yeah.
they just saw like PUBG hit the top of the charts, and everybody was like, "Oh shit, we got to put out we got to add that to our game." Like,
Yeah. What about games like Ark? There's tons of games like Ark.
yeah,
Yeah.
Yep.
Tons of them. Citadel, the fucking
Conan,
Rust, all these games. And I'm not saying Ark's the one that did it, but
They're the ones that popularized it, probably.
emulate. I'm
well,
trying to
I would say the first one would be Rust.
Minecraft,
Yeah, yeah.
but it's different because you're not building as much. You're just like, oh, let's craft these things, and it's this idea that everyone wants to do because it sounds awesome. But when they end up doing it, it's always disappointed and missing it. And I feel like that's what's happening with these sensationalized styles of games, where it's like, oh, battleground, and we're gonna just ruin it for everybody, and one person's gonna survive because everyone likes it. But I don't know.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
So next thing, do you have any more, Justin?
Yeah. To just wrap up the topic, there's also rumors about a new Perfect Dark game. That's being made in collaboration between the Coalition that worked on the Gears of War games and a second studio. Crackdown 3 is supposed to get 4-player co-op in the campaign. And
I can be down for that.
A new Mech Warrior game. Also Age of Empires 4 for the PC.
Yeah, well, I mean, we knew Age of Empires was coming. They've been teasing that for a while.
Yeah. I'm reading this off Play Live Nation. If anybody's interested.
I'm actually kind of interested to see what Perfect Dark does. Like, I can Jesus.
Yeah, Perfect Dark
using myself. Sorry.
Perfect Dark hasn't been around since the first Xbox. So.
Yeah. I'm interested to see what they do, like what that team does with that series. I think it would be really, really cool.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good now.
God damn it. Supposed to be muted.
Fuck yeah, Crackdown's still a thing, Chad.
I don't give a fuck about Crackdown.
Oh, I'm excited for Crackdown.
I think Crackdown. I'm excited for a 4-player Crackdown. I mean, how many times have they delayed it at this point, though?
Probably 6.
They've delayed it so many times, but that's good. That's a good sign. It means they're catching things and they're saying, "Oh fuck," you know.
A C+ game.
Wow. Even the first one?
Even the first one.
The first one was so cool. It was just so different.
Futuristic Grand Theft Auto.
Right.
But not quite. I mean, you're a police officer.
I mean, what? You're a police officer? It's basically just Saints Row, but as a police officer.
No, I hear you there. I can see what you're saying.
What's wrong with that? The other side of the same coin.
Except it's not. Where instead of being
a gang mixed messages.
No. Instead of being a gang member that shoots up a bunch of other gang members, you're just a police officer that shoots up a bunch of gang members.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's cooler than that?
And you can jump onto a building.
Yeah, I'm
not saying it's bad. I'm just saying it's not innovative and it's not great.
It's not innovative on the story, but the gameplay was exciting.
Yeah.
What, they just threw the Hulk gameplay into fucking Grand Theft Auto and called it good?
Oh,
which is fucking cool.
Exactly.
What?
What? Game.
I just said it was
I
cool.
get your point. I get what you're saying, Sickler. You know, it's so basic. There's no complexity to it.
It's people like you that make companies not want to put out new IPs.
No, I'm telling them to drop the old IP and make a new one. I don't want to play goddamn Crackdown 3 just because it has Terry Crews in it.
I was going to say, what about Terry Crews?
The Cruise Meister.
Did I not give you my stop paying actors a lot of money?
Yes.
Yeah, we talked about that last week. That was like one of the big topics.
All right, yeah. I stand by it.
That's Chad got it. It's fun.
Just playing a game for fun.
Playing a game for fun.
I agree.
I never said it wasn't fun. But just because it's fun doesn't mean it's good or great.
Okay.
What?
I mean,
fun. That's like
I'm
the
not
whole
sure.
It depends. Is it fun that's like just stupid fun? Or is it like get you involved and invested for 6 hours at a time?
Oh, okay.
I mean, I played Crackdown for 6 hours at a time, but that's because
I
it
played
came out at a time
Crackdown.
that I didn't have any responsibilities.
I played Crackdown for 2 hours, and I put the controller down and said, "Okay, I get it," and then I
All
never
right.
played it again because it doesn't. It's things that are fun. In order to be a great game or a great even movie or a great book, it's like, oh, this is fun, and then it should give you a reason to come back. And if I feel like I can get the gist of all the gameplay and the progression in 2 hours, then I don't care.
Yeah, but just because you get a sense of the progression, you could get a sense of achieving that progression through playing the game.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. The game didn't give me that, so
That's fair. I mean, I like the first one. I don't like the second one.
I only ever have played the first one.
Well, there you go. Don't play the second one.
All right. That being said,
Next topic.
I think it's time to transition on to the next topic. The Nintendo Direct was today.
Was it?
Yeah, the
Oh my
Nintendo
God,
Mini
Michael.
Direct was today.
I didn't watch it. I don't know.
I'm pretty hyped.
It's all right. It was only 14 minutes. You didn't
Yeah,
miss much.
it was pretty cool. There's some cool
Oh.
things that were announced. I mean, one of them was The World Ends With You Final Remix. Yeah, Pokken Tournament DX is getting some DLC, 2 new fighters, Aegislash and Blastoise.
Paid DLC.
Paid
mind you.
DLC, yes. 4 new supports, Mega Rayquaza, Mimikyu, Celebi, and Mew. Wave 1, which has Aegislash, Mega Rayquaza, and Mimikyu, will be coming out on the 21st of this month. And then Wave 2 with Blastoise, Celebi, and Mew will be out on March 23rd. Kirby Star Allies got a release date for March 16th. 2 new demos came out today, Kirby Battle Royale and Dragon Quest Builders. Hyrule Warriors Definitive Version coming out spring 2018. Mario Tennis Aces was announced spring 2018.
With a
Yeast
story mode.
it's called Yeast, right? The YS, it's Yeast 8. Lacrimosa of Donna coming out summer 2018. Super Mario Odyssey is getting an update. Luigi's Balloon World coming out February 2018. SNK Heroines Tag Team Frenzy summer 2018. ACA Neo Geo Art of Fighting 2 out now. That's just support. Mario Rabbids Kingdom Battle DLC spring 2018, bringing DK to the game.
Ooh.
Probably Rabbid DK to go along with it.
Yerp. Well, there's already a Rabbit DK.
Well, yeah, he's one of the bosses, but Payday 2 release date is the 27th of February, and they're getting a timed exclusive character, Joy. She can like hack cameras and stuff. She looks pretty cool. I'm probably going to be picking that up for my Switch,
For
to
the
be
Switch?
honest. Yeah, oh yeah.
Payday, did you just say Payday 2?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it too.
Fee. It's Fee, right? Like there was that whole bit, or is it Faye? There's a whole
Faye.
big thing on
Faye.
E3. Yeah, Faye.
Iron.
Fee.
Release date 2016. Or what? 2016. February 16th. I read that phonetically. It's come so that got a release date. Celeste is coming out the 25th of this month. Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze.
Ooh, I never played that game.
Release date is May 4th. And Dark Souls Remaster, May 25th.
How much is that remaster gonna be?
It's going to be $60 probably. I mean, I don't think they have a pricing on it, but I would imagine 60.
That'd be great.
Boo.
I don't. Boo it. If you want to play Dark Souls, play Dark Souls 3.
Yeah.
I don't need to play. Yeah, Dark Souls is one of those games where you're a hardcore Dark Souls player,
Yes.
you're not going to go backwards.
Right.
You're not going to go from Dark Souls 3 to Dark Souls 1 because you're going to get on Dark Souls 1 from playing Dark Souls 3 and be like, this game controls like shit.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
Yeah.
This is one of those things because I read that and that got me hyped. Like that was another thing that irritated me with these remasters. And Lord knows, goddamn, From Software can't like make the most stable games. But I don't need the most unstable game on
Yeah.
my.
That being said, they did also announce a $450 collection, collector's edition. It has all 3 games in it. The remastered Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2, and then Dark Souls 3 for PS4.
I mean, I'm okay with that because that's just a thing for fans.
Yeah,
Just
it's
imagine-
huge. It looks awesome
Fucking fighting those bosses
on the Switch.
fucking on the portable version of the Switch. Fucking kill me
Well,
now.
We're going on
God.
a road trip in June, and that comes
Yeah,
out
you're gonna
2
play-
weeks
you're
before.
gonna play that game on that small ass screen in the car.
Damn right I will.
Hit a
I
bump
will
and
be.
your ass is dead.
I will be playing Dark Souls Remastered on my Switch when we go to California in June, for
God.
sure.
If you beat one boss, I will be surprised.
If you get like an hour into the first game somehow, I'll be surprised.
If you can kill the Taurus demon.
Right. So more kind of going through everything that I said. Kirby Star Allies is going to be 4-player co-op. You'll be able to combine your powers with your friends and stuff.
God.
It looks super cool.
That did look cool, actually.
Yeah, I'm like, it looks really, really cool. There's going to be new abilities and everything like that. The Hyrule Warriors is going to have all the DLCs, so a total roster of 29 playable characters, including characters from Breath of the Wild, being added for this version.
And new costumes for Zelda and Link.
That's what I'm saying, Breath of the Wild costumes.
Oh, I think it's characters.
No,
When did we
sorry.
start caring about Hyrule Warriors?
We don't.
Exactly.
Mario Tennis
I'm actually
Aces.
interested in that.
What?
I'm actually interested in Hyrule Warriors because that's one of the only reason I'm okay with those games coming out is because they only came out on the Wii U.
Yeah.
And the Wii U was just a disgrace.
Yeah,
No,
I mean, that's why Tropical Freeze is cool to be coming out as well.
Right. Yeah, I'm okay with that. I just didn't think Hyrule Warriors was good enough to.
Apparently, people like it a lot.
like-
Actually, it's one of the better Warriors games I've heard.
If you're into Dynasty Warriors, then you're into it. But
Yeah,
I just think it'd be a fun game to pick up and play for a
casuals
little
are
while.
going to
Yeah.
be into it.
Also, man, I've heard there's a lot of people wanting Toad's Treasure Tracker or whatever.
Oh yeah, getting
Come
like
out
a
on the
sequel. That would
Switch.
be cool.
Just because
I can be
nobody
down for
plays
that.
on the Wii U.
It's a great game. We have it on our Wii U. It's a great like $15 game just to kind of like just play puzzles. It's
I
fun.
want them to put all the games that came out on Wii U that were out on the Switch.
Do you though?
I
don't know.
do. It was a shame. It was a shame. Some of the games that didn't make it over that I didn't get to play,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why I think it's cool that they're putting some of these out.
like
Right.
Xenoblade, fucking Pikmin 3. Those are games.
Oh,
I would
Pikmin
want to
3.
play.
I'll get behind Pikmin 3 on my Switch. Don't get me started. I love
Okay.
Pikmin. All right? They want to give me another Pikmin game. I'm all about it.
And it's like, those are great games, but no one played them.
Yeah, I agree.
And I'm always down to play. I wanted to play most of those games, but
Mm-hmm.
I want a Wii U.
Almost everybody I know played the first 2 Pikmin games.
They're so good.
Solid game.
Not 3.
I don't even know what a Pikman is.
Oh,
What?
I'll educate you one day. So
how
Mario
you didn't play
Tennis
Super Smash Bros.
Aces will be the first story mode in the Mario Tennis series since Mario Tennis Power Tour for the Game Boy Advance.
Yes.
What?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Mario Tennis is probably the one that sounds
I'm-
like the most fun.
Yeah, it's gonna have boss battles and unique missions. I hope they kind of do a similar thing like they did to the Game Boy Advance game, where it was like an RPG,
Mhm.
where you like build up your stats and everything. It was fucking cool.
Also, if they
One of
take
my. Go ahead.
some of the stuff from Mario Golf for the 3DS,
Yeah,
because I love Mario Golf so
Yeah.
much.
I love like so the I don't remember who made that game, who made the Game Boy Advance Power Tour, or the Toad Tour, the golf version of it. But like whoever did it, they did a great job. The art style in that game is really cool, and like the RPG elements of like building up your stats, getting special moves, stuff like that was super super cool. And I would love to see it in this game. But it looks like it's going to be kind of like Mario All Stars though, in the story mode, which I like that game. Fun.
Yeah, that'd be really fun. That's probably the one sounds the best out of all of them.
Yeah.
Camelot Software,
What?
the developer for Mario Tennis
Camelot.
Power Tour.
Yep.
is Camelot Software
Yeah.
and Nintendo.
Yep. So Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. They'll also have Funky Kong as a playable character.
Ooh.
He has a double jump and a hover. He uses his surfboard to protect him from spikes or infinite rolls and corkscrews. It'll be cooperative with separate Joy-Cons, 2-player co-op.
Yeah, that sounds fun.
Celeste looks like a cool game. It kind of looks like a JRPG version of Super Meat Boy, kinda.
Mm-hmm.
It looks really cool. And it has like a basically like baby mode. Like if it's too hard for you, you can put it on easy and you can adjust like how fast you're going or how slow you're going.
Huh.
Okay.
You can also make yourself invincible.
And you can make yourself invincible. Yeah. I was reading that. The Luigi Balloon World update for Super Mario Odyssey, which is going to be free, looks kind of interesting. Like the way they were saying it is, it's like a localized speed run, competition kind of thing, where you just hide the balloons for other people online. You have 30 seconds to hide them. Kind of interesting. It's not going to make me pick that game back up after I get my 1,000 moons. I'm done with that game.
You get your hands on
Yeah.
that Dark Souls.
I'm not getting all those damn.
Oh,
all the paid ones. Fuck those. I'm just going to do all the collectible ones.
Celeste is made from the creators, the people that made Towerfall. I was like, God, this art style looks familiar.
Okay. I love Towerfall. Towerfall's a great game.
This game looks pretty as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I'll say it.
No, you're right. Faye looks kind of cool. I'm excited to see that come out. Is that only a Switch game?
Faye?
Yeah.
No.
I don't think so.
Has it come out for any other console, or is it just is it coming out on the? It'll be released on the 16th.
Celeste?
Faye.
No.
Faye. I think it's just
Nintendo Switch, PlayStation 4,
No, it's
Xbox
multi-platform.
One, and Windows.
It's coming out on the 16th, so it got a release date.
Okay.
I'm looking on here. The games that are coming up for the Switch.
Yep.
And I'm just now seeing the Kentucky Route Zeros.
SNK Heroines Tag Team Frenzy looks interesting.
Sounds
Yeah.
kinky.
It looks interesting. Is the word we'll say.
Sexy dance fighting?
More or less.
I
mean,
we live in America.
The jiggle physics are real. That's probably why people are going to be buying that game. Let's be real.
Some of the girls in that game put Chun-Li to shame.
Well, yeah. I mean, May's in the game. May, she's and Athena. They've been in other fighting games, so it'll be. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. Let's see. Oh, there's also gonna be a new world in Mario plus Rabbids to coincide with DK coming out.
Yeah, it's story mode.
Yeah,
There's
new story mode. Yep. That's pretty cool.
Another map to beat Justin on. Wait.
What? What are we talking about? Sorry.
Mario plus Rabbids are getting a new map.
Yeah. Sorry, I did hear that.
Yep. Yeast, I haven't played any of those games, but watching the trailer for it kind of looked interesting.
You
Yeast
never
8.
played UYS?
Nope.
More bounce to the ounce. Am I right, Chad? Oh,
Jesus Christ.
Man, the couple games. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I haven't played any of those.
It's kind of like Secret of Mana in terms of combat style.
Right.
It used to play.
Okay.
It was like you run around, you stab stuff. You're like, oh, cool. It's not like turn-based or anything, but it's a really good game.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'll probably try it out when it comes out. I mean, just because, like, honestly, anything like big that's coming out for the Switch, I'm probably gonna pick up because our library is kind of small for AAA games still. So
Yeah, dude. For right now, for the Switch, I'm planning on getting The World Ends With You.
yeah, same.
I'm planning on getting. I'm planning on getting. What was that other one?
Kirby.
You're planning on getting Dark Souls.
Yep.
I'm definitely getting Donkey Kong Country.
Yep.
I'm definitely getting
Mario Tennis.
God, Nintendo, shut
Mario
up and take
Tennis.
my money.
So there's like a couple years ones that I'm interested. Couple here.
I'm probably gonna be picking up Payday 2 because I think it's gonna be fun to play with friends.
Yeah, that'd be pretty fun.
I mean, I can play it now. I own it on my PC, but like, I have friends who are going to be getting it on their Switch, and I think it'll be fun to play. You know,
I will say a game that I recommend a lot of people play because a lot of people didn't play is Kentucky Route Zero. Have you guys ever played it?
No, I don't think I have. I'm not even familiar with it.
What is it? Tell me.
Super weird. It's episodic and it's an adventure game.
Okay.
And you make decisions in it that ultimately affect the outcome, but you play as this trucker in a very, it's like a 2D kind of pixelated world. And you're trying to make this delivery, and a bunch of things happen, and you have to make a lot of decisions, and it's just weird stuff. Like you're in this, essentially, I'm not going to give away any big spoilers or anything, but it ends up becoming a time loop or something where they travel
interesting.
time or different realities, kind of.
Right.
You can buy it on Steam right now for $24.99.
Yep.
I have all of them.
Got it. 9 out of 10.
Really good games.
Yeah. Well, all right, guys. I think that's going to do it for the cast for this week, though.
Ooh.
That's an hour. We hit our mark.
Anybody? I mean,
no, we'll wrap
anybody-
it up real quick, and then
Okay.
we'll close it off. So, any
right.
final thoughts on anything we said, or anything you guys want to bring up that we haven't talked about?
No.
No.
No,
We did it.
we did it. Well, all right. What? Oh, all right. Thank you for your contribution.
Nailed it.
Couldn't have done it without you.
All right. Yeah, so that is it for this week's cast. Thank you so much for being a part of it. Everybody who stopped by and watched, all the new people who are in there. Thank you, Sickler. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Justin.
Yeah.
We'll be back Friday, right, Justin? Is that the next one? We're actually gonna be building new next Friday.
Next Friday, I hope so.
Okay, Friday at 8. We'll be back. We'll have a whole bunch of other things to talk about. New list of topics. Maybe even some new cast members joining us. And we'll see you next time.
Ooh.
Bye.